Well, just luck that Johnny Cabot and I happened to be in Camellia Gardens at the same time. I was here to prove a point, a theory of mine. One that I've had for a long time about small town and small living. But Cabot, he was here because he had to hide out. He had to get out of New Jersey, and he had to get out fast. Well, you probably read about it in newspapers. He was involved in that warehouse job on the New Jersey waterfront. They walked right into a trap, a cop stakeout.
Great gosh!
Johnny Cabot, come out of there!
Stake out. Somebody ratted on us.
Come out! Come out with your hands up. We've got you covered.
I see you're not much on housekeeping, like washing dishes and making beds. And from the looks of the breakfast table, I say your man is underfed. Well, if I were you, I'd tell you what I'd do. I'd get my living, loving filled. I'd be your man for your last stand. I've come to kill. You got your hair all done in curlers, and how about your man's black book? No man can work those hours. You ought to have yourself a look. And resign today from the PTA handcuff and enjoy yourself until it's time to fade away, 'cause this is your fading day. I've come to kill. Come on and loosen up 1 minute. You will not live to regret. Oh, you can't fool me 1 minute. You're like a million more I met. You better come across, you're looking at the boss, and just before you're warm, cold, and still, warm up to me, 'cause you ain't long to be. I've come to kill.
Johnny hid out in a motel in Camellia Gardens, 2,000 long miles from New Jersey. It was a quiet town, too quiet for Johnny with his big city tastes. Well, he holed up in that motel room and he never went out. Just sat there, plunked on his guitar, and let his girl support him. I made my first contact with Cabot through a friend of his who ran a bowling alley. Hey, Max.
Yes, sir, Mr. Gorilla. Hey, nice shot.
Thanks. Have a drink.
Doreen? Another Colonial Club and soda for Mr. Gorilla. This one's on me. Hey, you really in on things. Do you really know who fingered Johnny?
Max, you talk too much.
Yes, sir.
Besides being late, Tell me more about this Cabot.
Oh, I got you just the kind of guy you say you want. He's a good driver and good heater man and careful as they come. I got you a good man, Mr. Durrell. When Danny gives the word, I act. But I was just thinking about my cut. There is something in it for me, ain't there?
The usual.
Well, I am taking a big risk, you know.
What big risk?
Well, you know. Nice shot, Mr. Durrell. Johnny, this is Danny's friend, Mr. Durrell. That's Doris Jackson.
Get rid of her.
Now, you wait just a minute.
Johnny, take it easy, buddy. Play it his way, will you?
Look, mister, you got me mixed up with somebody else.
Wait in the car.
Look, honey.
I said wait in the car.
Okay, if you say so. I gotta go to work anyway. I'll see you later, Judd.
Yeah.
Go wipe some glasses.
Yes, sir.
I need someone with experience.
I've been around. Who else you hired?
No one?
Two men making a bank. How big is this Fort Knox? You know, I work for big stacks.
Let's get that settled right now.
What?
Your price.
Settled? 2,000 in advance, small bills, no new stuff. 30% of the take.
You come high. You are careful.
Like Max says, I've been in the racket 5 years, and I've only done one little 6-month stretch.
I've been in it for 20 years. Only got to do 1 year. Time off for good behavior.
So we're both careful. Now, what's the bank?
Harbor Federal Trust.
Harbor Federal Trust. And you're not hiring anybody else?
No one.
So long. I'll see you, pal.
Sit down until I tell you to go.
Look. You couldn't take that with an army tank and a whole company.
You're right, but you can with one man. A good idea.
One man. You?
Me.
What makes them hand over the money? Hypnotism?
Love. Small town love. And a 5-minute plan. We met early the next morning across from the Wilson's house. Johnny was right on time. You'd even convince me.
Yeah? Of what?
You're okay. You look like the typical jerk that sell correspondence guitar lessons.
Where's the house?
White one on the corner.
I never saw so much of nothing in my life.
It's only a half a mile from the place you're staying. What's the matter? Didn't you ever leave your room?
For what?
Don't knock it. Where else you gonna find a neighborhood where nothing ever happens? People here live the kind of lives magazine ads talk about.
Hey, who's that?
Mrs. Wilson.
You didn't even look.
I don't have to look. I just checked my watch. 7:35. At 7:35 every morning, Mrs. Wilson comes out for her milk and her newspaper.
Ronnie, she may live like a magazine ad, but she don't look like one. She is a mess.
Breakfast. Ken, Bobby. My breakfast is ready.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Bobby.
Mush.
Now, you come on. Take a seat and go down and eat your breakfast. Ken, breakfast is ready. Hurry up. You'll be late.
Morning. Mush. Oh, no. Not this morning. Make it black, please.
Ken, when I introduce a speaker, should I say woman or lady?
Woman, I guess. Oh.
What's the matter, Pop? Are you sick?
No, darling. Your father is hungover again.
What's hungover?
Sick.
Have too much to drink, Pop?
Young man, how would you like to leave the table without your breakfast?
Can I leave the table?
Now, that's a great threat. You eat your breakfast.
Mush.
Why were you out so late last night?
Mr. Johnson, the bank again.
Dad, can you take me to buy a new baseball uniform this afternoon?
Your mother will have to do it, Bobby. I have to work today.
But Mom's busy. She's got to go to the women's club this afternoon, and I just gotta get it today. I just gotta.
Just have to get it today, Bobby.
Have to get it. Anyway, Pop, I just gotta. Tomorrow's the big game.
Bobby, I told you I can't get it for you today, and I can't. That's all there is to it. I can't.
But, Pop.
Your mother's running things here, Bobby. If she says the women's club is more important than her family, then that's the way it has to be.
Well.
You're so wrapped up in other people, you never have any time for Bobby and me. I used to have a wife, but now I'm living with the vice president of the Camellia Gardens Women's Club. Why, if I don't address you as Madam Chairman, I'm not recognized.
Do you think I go to meetings because it's fun?
It sounds incredible, but I do. I certainly do. I think it's the only thing you really enjoy.
And do you think that Mr. Johnson would have promoted you to vice president at the bank if I hadn't cultivated Mrs. Johnson at the women's club?
No, of course not. As a matter of fact, you're doing my job so well down at the women's club, I'm wondering why I bother going to work at all anymore.
Well, you can try doing my job at the women's club. You can change places with me any day.
Well, why change places? According to you, you're doing everything. Running the bank, running the women's club, running everything. I'm just a sixth wheel around here, so we'll spin me off. Carry on, Mrs. Wilson. Carry on. The floor is yours.
Quiet. I can't hear who it is. What was that again? Oh, sure, she's in. Hold the phone. Speak of the devil.
Mrs. Johnson.
Her sister, Priscilla Arbach.
Oh, no.
You don't think putting your hand over that now is doing any good?
She probably heard every word. Hello, Priscilla.
Oh, Nancy, is anything wrong? What in the world's all that noise?
Oh, the noise. Oh, it must have been the radio.
That guy in number 19 is 2 minutes late this morning.
You mean everybody around here eats and sleeps by a clock?
Exactly.
What a life.
Some people like it that way.
The same thing every day?
That's our whole plan. Their daily routine, our split-second timing.
I wonder if Miss Priscilla Arbach has mush for breakfast.
No, she probably has chocolates. Keeps a box right by the phone. Dials the phone with one hand, plunks in the chocolates with the other.
The early bird catches the worm, you know. Oh. Nancy, I want you to be prepared for a wonderful compliment. Now take a deep breath. Are you ready? The committee has decided they want your Ken to be president of the PTA this coming year.
You've decided what?
We've decided that we want Ken for... Nancy, can't you hear what I'm saying?
Yes, I hear you. You say you want Ken for president of the PTA?
What?
Oh, no, I don't think it's funny at all. No, I think Ken would make a delightful president.
I want nothing to do with the PTA. As far as I'm concerned, the PTA can go to...
Go to where, Pop?
Never mind, Bobby. You, go get dressed for school.
I am dressed.
Oh. Well, then, go brush your teeth.
You know, this should certainly be a step up for Ken in our community. At least that's what Mr. Johnson says.
You've talked to Mr. Johnson?
Of course, and he's very enthusiastic about it. I know Ken won't let us down. You tell him we'll have lots of fun.
Yes, Priscilla, I'll tell him. Mr. Johnson is very enthusiastic, and you'll have just lots of fun.
Mr. Johnson's in on this, too?
So it seems.
Well, that does it.
What time does he usually leave?
8. Sometimes 10 to 8. 6 or 7 times I cased him last month. He never left earlier than 10 to 8, never later than 8.
Same routine every day. I guess he likes it, huh?
Sure he likes it. He's got a happy home, just chock full of love.
Nancy, I have something to say to you.
I think maybe we both said enough.
Now, please, Nancy.
Darling, let's not fight. Seems like all we've been doing is fighting lately.
Look, I just want you to sit down there and listen to me for a minute. Now, will you do that?
All right. I'm listening.
Nancy.
Yes.
I can't talk to you like this. Sit over there.
No, I don't think I will. You're much too serious. Besides, I know what you're going to say.
You do?
Darling, I couldn't care less about the PTA or whether you're president of the PTA. As far as I'm concerned, you can tell him to go jump in the lake.
That's not what I wanted to say. Nancy, I want...
My bike plate. Mom, I lost my bike plate. Have you seen it?
Oh, no. Not another one. Don't move.
Nancy.
Oh, Bobby.
Never mind, Mom. I found it.
Now, that's a good place to keep it. I'm sorry, darling. Now, what was it you were saying?
It wasn't important. Some other time.
Well, it is getting late.
Yes, I'd better get to work.
What'd you like to tell Priscilla?
Oh, just tell her I'll think it over. This hangover's killing me. Maybe the whole thing will look better tomorrow. Well, I better hurry. It's 10 of 8. Well, I'm a little late.
Hey, haven't you forgotten something?
Have I?
She wants a kiss.
Bobby, what are you doing?
Just studying Dad's technique.
All right, young man, in the house.
Okay, but I don't think I'm going to miss much anyway.
Pretty fresh, isn't he?
He may be right.
You didn't tell me they had no kid.
So what if I didn't?
I think I'd like a real goodbye kiss.
Why, sure.
Hey, I hope Bobby's peeking through that window.
In this kind of setup, you tell me everything, mister. I don't want to fool around with no kids. Now, you get rid of them or cut me out.
What's with you and kids?
I had one getting away one time, and I ain't going to fool around with no kids.
All right, now
you
calm
get rid
down.
of them.
You wait until the kid goes to school.
So what time does he go?
8:15 on the nose.
Every day at the same time?
Every day the same time.
Bye, Nancy.
See what I mean? Love.
See you later.
Here's a guy that'll do anything for his wife. We're gonna make him do it.
I fixed breakfast for 2 this morning. Orange juice?
Just coffee, please. Thank you.
Figured you wouldn't be eating breakfast at home today.
I'm sorry, honey. It's the hangover. We had a pretty big night last night, remember?
Last night you said you'd ask Nancy for a divorce this morning. You promised me.
I just couldn't, that's all.
Oh, Ken, I don't want it this way.
What do I say?
What did you plan on saying last night? You knew it wouldn't be easy.
Easy. Every time I build up to the subject, somebody or something interrupts. It's some gossipy club woman, a bike plate, or a baseball uniform. And when I finally tell her I have something to say to her, she tells me she knows what it is.
And does she?
No. She thought it was something else.
Ken, I didn't want this to happen any more than you did. But it has happened. And we're faced with it.
All right. Shall we go? Now listen, no one will make fun of your clean trousers, and if they should, you just tell Miss Forbush.
Mom, I don't want to be a snitcher.
Well, I'm getting tired of waiting.
A muffler. That's good thinking.
Yeah.
Perfect house-to-house salesman.
Now listen, come right home for lunch.
Oh, I forgot I'll need 50 cents for the school play this afternoon.
I'll give it to you at noon. Aren't they giving it for the parents this time?
Sure, Tuesday night, but you don't want to go, do you?
Why not?
I'm not in it.
I'm sure there are parents who go whose children aren't in it.
Not very many.
Well, I'll ask your daddy if he wants to be one of the not very many.
I'll call you between 10:30 and 11.
I'll be waiting.
Off you go.
Well, that's your cue and mine.
Right.
Don't use that unless you have to. Wait the full 5 minutes.
What else?
5 minutes between each phone call. And don't get trigger happy.
Everything was going on schedule. Just as I planned.
Good morning, ma'am. I'd like to demonstrate a fine new product.
I'm sorry, I never buy from a door-to-door salesman.
But lady, I'll give you $10 if you guess what I'm selling. I bet you can't guess what I'm selling. $10.
You've certainly got a new approach. What's the catch?
No catch, I promise. Go on, guess.
Whatever it is, I won't buy.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Go on, guess.
This is silly. Obviously, you're selling guitars or guitar lessons or music.
You're absolutely right. Here's your $10.
But for what? I can't take this. Here, take it back.
No, I wouldn't think of it. You keep it. Go on, keep it. But I tell you what, you could do me a big favor if you would.
What would you like?
I'd sure like to have a drink of water, ma'am.
Oh, of course. You wait here. I'll go get you one.
Now, let's not scream, Mrs. Wilson. We don't want to disturb nobody, you know.
How did you know my name?
We locked this one, too. You ought to be more careful when you're alone, I mean. Where's the other phone?
In there.
That's good. I want to see both phones.
What do you want? There's nothing of any value here.
Let me decide that, Mrs. Wilson.
What are you going to do?
We're going to sit down, Mrs. Wilson. We're going to wait.
Must you do that?
Lady, there ain't nothing I have to do.
What are we waiting for? You want to steal something, steal it and go.
We're waiting for a phone call.
Oh, Ken, you'll never have the nerve as long as we're in Camellia Gardens. So let's get out.
Get out of Camellia Gardens?
Yes. Let's go to Las Vegas. We needn't even pack our clothes. Just leave. And you could phone Nancy from there.
And what about my job?
Well, we wouldn't have to stay long, just a couple of weeks, and then we could come back on our terms.
Our terms? Why, Mr. Johnson would fire me so fast.
All right, well, let's not come back. Let's forget the bank. Make a complete break with the past. Why should you spend the rest of your life doing things you don't want to do?
What time does the plane leave?
6:15. You mean you'll go? Oh, Ken, I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Well, that's one more $1. Did you notice how I didn't let her get by with that routine about her husband donating at the office?
Gert, I've just got to get home.
Well, let's just try Nancy once more. I heard the radio shut off.
Oh, my husband will be sore as an owl.
Irma, remember the community fund.
Well, you go on. I've got to go home.
Oh, no. We'll wait till we can both come back together.
All right, lady, answer it. And don't try to pull anything. I'll be listening, lady. Don't you forget it.
Hello?
Mrs. Wilson,
Yes.
your name has been selected for 2 free dance lessons at the Camellia Gardens Dance Studio. Now, our survey shows that couples in your area are not up on the popular new dance steps. We're making this get acquainted offer to start the ballroom. Now, if you will let me know which evening you would like to come in, I'll make an appointment for you. Mrs. Wilson. Hello?
You're catching on real good, lady. Now, come on back and sit down. What all can you give with 5 minutes to live? Hear the tock, tick-tock of the laughing clock. What can you do or say? Maybe you ought to pray. Hey, but you better think positive. You got 5 minutes to live.
Do you want me to just sit here and listen to you sing?
Knit.
Knit? I don't knit.
You don't knit? Why, you disappoint me, Miss Wilson. I thought you was a perfect wife.
Me?
You know, Miss Wilson, this is the first time I ever got this close to a perfect wife. And I've always wondered what one looked like.
Good morning, Miss Meredith.
Good morning, Mr. Johnson.
Good morning, Ken.
Morning, Mr. Johnson.
Sit. I just came in for a little talk. Busy?
Nothing that won't keep.
Good. Now, Ken, before I say anything, I'd like to preface my remarks with a very tired old cliche. It's none of my business, but...
Not the PTA.
No, Miss Ellen Harcourt.
What about Miss Harcourt?
Nice girl. My wife trades with her at Carol's dress shop.
Yes?
You see her quite frequently?
Mr. Johnson, as you said when you came in, it's really none of your business.
The private vices of any bank employee are definitely my business, particularly when they show signs of becoming a public scandal.
Would you consider a divorce a public scandal?
Has it gone that far?
I just asked you a question, Mr. Johnson.
It might, then again it might not. But if it has reached that point...
I didn't say it had.
Well, obviously you'll have to make your own decision, Ken. I merely wanted to tell you...
How you feel about it.
No, how the bank feels about it.
Are you an entertainer?
No, Mrs. Wilson, I'm not. I'm a killer. Don't move.
You shot me.
Oh, dadgum.
You weren't shooting at that vase, you were shooting at me. Cold blood, you stood there and shot me.
If I wanted to shoot you, lady, you'd be dead.
I'm bleeding.
Little blood never hurt nobody.
Why are you here? We've got no jewels, no furs, nothing. Why are you here?
Hey, what you got under there?
What do you mean?
Look, honey, I ain't married to you. Maybe bank presidents don't mind their women looking like that, but I do. Now, you take all that junk off. Remove the artillery. You wouldn't want to make the front pages looking like that, would you?
What front pages? What are you talking about?
Probably all of them. You know, this is the kind of stuff that sells papers. Now, you finish the job and hurry up, because I ain't got all day. And you ain't got hardly no time at all.
If my husband knew what you're doing, he'd kill you.
He'd probably thank me.
You've got a lot of nerve. A common, uncouth criminal to come in my home and tell me how to look. I don't care how I look.
I know you don't. But I do. I like a broad to look sharp.
I'm not a broad.
All of you are.
Oh, you're hurting me.
Let me have a look at that. Hey, you know, I got a good eye to shoot like that. That scratch ain't even skin deep.
Hey, your filthy hands off of me. Get away from me.
Why, Mrs. Wilson?
Come on, shoot to me, babe. Lay it in. Come. What's this?
I saved for a year to buy this.
How long did you save for this little dandy? Turnip green. Well, the perfect husband for the perfect wife.
No, please, not that. Please.
Oh, ain't he pretty?
Oh, it's a bad, bad weapon.
I'll show you how bad it is.
Show me, show me.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Ah, look what you went and done.
Damn you.
Help you up, lady? Help you up, huh?
No! You beast! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! Oh, go away.
You a regular wildcat, ain't you? But you know something? I always got an ace in the hole.
What are you gonna do?
Whatever I want.
Be careful, that gun will go off.
Where's the bedroom? Huh?
Why?
I'm gonna fix you up.
Thanks for waiting for me, Max.
Yeah.
I have an important favor to ask of you.
Sure, Mr. Dorella.
Wait here for me.
Well, I've got things.
When you see me walk out of that bank across the street, call that number. If I don't come out, don't call.
Leave it alone. I like a messy bed. Where's the closet?
Are you going to lock me in the closet?
Not a chance, lady.
Can I help you, sir?
No. I'm just going to see Mr. Wilson.
Oh, well, that's his secretary over there, Mr.
I know. Thank you. May I speak with Mr. Wilson?
Who shall I say is calling?
Mr. Dorella. Fred Dorella of New York.
Oh, yes, just a moment, please.
Well, looky here what I found. A skeleton in the closet. Hey, where'd you get this?
That was a joke, my husband's.
When?
Long time ago.
I said when?
About 10 years ago.
That's what I thought. You get this, and you wear that. You know, it's just about time you started wearing his little joke. Put it on.
Put it on?
Right now.
No.
Want me to scratch the other cheek?
No, please. Don't. I'll put it on.
Hey, where are you going?
want me to put it on. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it on.
No. Not in there. Right here. I ain't had so much fun in a long time. You just never mind, Miss Wilson. I'll do it for you.
No.
I'll take the fight out of you.
Please. Please.
What's that racket? What is it?
It's in the kitchen.
Where's the switch? What do I push on this darn thing? Get in here and turn this thing off.
I could just make him believe me.
Mrs. Wilson.
I changed my mind.
Oh, so you got your motor running, huh?
I never met anyone like you before.
Well, there ain't nobody like me, exactly.
Do anything without your gun.
I can eat my post toasties.
Keep that gun away from me!
Look, no dame tells me what to do.
I just said I can't relax when you've got that gun on you. Please, please, put it down.
Okay. All right. Come on.
No, you sure move fast.
I ain't got much time.
I won't tell my husband.
Oh, if you won't.
I'm serious.
What room is this?
The guest room.
Well, that's what I am, guest.
Ow! Why, you...
Man, M-A-N. Now, let's see you spell woman.
Don't that gun, it hurts. Please.
A little hurt's good for you.
But it hurts. Please, put it on the dresser. Stop it. Stop it. You're hurting me.
All right, there where you quit your belly aching.
You talk big, but I'd like to see what you'd do if I hurt you.
Why don't you try me?
Maybe I will.
I'm waiting. Now, that was just a little love tap. Let's see what you really can do.
Ow! You're sure not the continental type.
Continental, that's a car.
It's also a kind of lover, which you're not.
What kind?
Well,
What kind of a lover?
Well, they sure don't just grab you.
What they do?
You wouldn't even understand.
Oh, what do they do? Come on, tell me. I want to know.
Well, they're romantic. They treat a woman like she's a queen.
Hmm.
Like kiss your hand.
Oh, yeah. Like this.
Sort of.
Is this right?
Ow! You bit me!
Oh, how about that? I'll tell you what, let's play a game. Now, it's your turn. I guess you need a little help.
Where were you born?
Now, what's that got to do with you and me and now?
I mean, when were you born? What month? I bet you're a Pisces.
Are you putting me on?
No, I was just curious.
Well, you know what they say about curiosity.
No.
It killed the cat.
No, please. Please don't get the gun. It's just that I'm not used to this sort of thing. I'm kind of nervous.
I didn't know you were so pure.
It's so bright in here.
Well, I'll fix that. I'll pull the blinds for us.
Now get off of me or I'll kill you. Now turn your back and stand against the wall. You turn around right now or I'll kill you.
Lady, you've been watching too many TV shows.
I said I'd kill you.
No, you...
You're making me kill you.
Go ahead. It's on safety.
You animal. Go on, go ahead, kill me. Get it over with. I can't stand any more of you. Go ahead. What's the matter? Haven't you got the nerve? Pull the trigger. Go on, kill me. Kill me, kill me, kill me!
When I'm ready.
Good morning, Mr. Grubb. Have a seat.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson.
Now, how can we be of assistance to you?
I'd like to see you about cashing a rather large bank draft.
All right. $70,000. This is rather large.
Yes. But an okay from one of the bank executives should be sufficient identification.
Oh, certainly, Mr. Durrell. I didn't understand. Which one of the bank executives here are you acquainted with?
You, Mr. Wilson.
What?
You, Mr. Wilson. You'll okay it.
Me? Why, I've never seen you before in my life.
Oh, but I've seen you. As a matter of fact, I know you very well. You live at 12 Alden Drive. You have a son, Bobby, 6 years old. Your wife, Nancy, is a big shot in a women's club. Right now, she's at home with a friend of mine.
A friend of yours?
Well, let's say a business associate of mine. That would be a better description.
Mr. Durrell, what is this?
Very simple, Mr. Wilson. This is a holdup.
What?
Until you okay that bank draft there, and we cash it together here, your wife is in very serious danger.
You're crazy as a Betsy bug. Enough of that. Shut up. Turn it off.
I think I'm going to hand over $70,000 in cash, just like that.
I'm sure of it. In fact, I can bank on it.
You won't even get to the front door.
May I suggest you call your home?
All right, answer. If it ain't who I think it is, you hang up. All right, go ahead.
Hello?
Nancy?
Ken.
Nancy, are you all right? Is there anyone there with you?
She's all right, Wilson, and old Johnny's right here with her.
Nancy, can you hear me? Is he...
That's enough, Mrs. Wilson. Get off the phone.
Nancy.
Ken, I can't.
Now, Mr. Wilson, I'd like to speak to the man in your office, please.
Listen, you. If you...
Put him on, mister.
He wants to speak to you.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Hello?
Everything all right?
Just fine. I have 11:20. I'll call you in exactly 5 minutes. Maybe less. That means we're on our way to the vault. You got that? If I don't call you within 5 minutes, go ahead. Convinced, Mr. Wilson?
What are you going to do?
Nothing, if you cooperate. I plan to walk out of this bank with $70,000.
And if I don't cooperate?
My partner is cold-blooded and trigger-happy.
You're bluffing.
Oh, you think so, Mr. Wilson?
I could have the police there in 5 minutes.
They'd be there in 10 minutes, Mr. Wilson, not 5. I know the police protection in Camellia Gardens. It's undermanned. Have one patrol car for every 7 square miles. They'd be there in time to find your wife, not to save her.
Suppose I told you I didn't care what happened to my wife.
Make it short.
Hello?
Oh, Ken, darling, I'm so happy I can hardly believe it's true. I just had to phone you to make sure I'm not dreaming. Say it's true. Say it. Are we really going?
Yes. Yes.
Was that all you have to say?
I'm busy right now. I'll call you back.
But hurry. I'll give you just 5 minutes.
Who was that?
That was the woman I'm flying to Las Vegas with tonight.
Your girlfriend?
No, my next wife.
Then I'll be doing you a favor.
That's right. You will. Get up. Get up. All right, answer.
Hello? Nancy? This is Priscilla. Nancy, are you there?
Yes, Priscilla.
Okay, Mr. Wilson. You have 1 minute and 38 seconds. Let's sit here and watch the clock. See who pops first.
Priscilla, I can't talk now.
Don't forget, Nancy, when I want something, I get it.
Bye, Priscilla.
Ain't no alternative. You got 40 seconds to live.
Unless I call, your wife's gonna be dead in 35 seconds.
And you'll go to prison.
I'll be a convict, you'll be a murderer.
I'm not murdering anyone.
26 seconds.
But you can't just walk into a house and kill a defenseless woman.
My partner will. 17 seconds. It takes 12 seconds to dial, Mr. Wilson. Make up your mind.
Looks like your time's run out, lady. You're sure taking your time today. All right, I know this is the final stretch. 11:30. Right. When the second hand hits, I hit.
Hello? Oh, yes, Miss Harker. No, I'm sorry. Mr. Wilson just stepped out of his office.
Oh, well, I'm sure he'll be back in a minute. I don't want to miss him, so I'll just hold on if you don't mind.
No, that'll be perfectly all right.
Stacks of thousands, please.
Small denominations, Mr. Wilson. Nothing larger than the 100.
I'll count them, Stevens.
Just drop in the briefcase.
I'll need another 20,000. better hurry.
We still have plenty of time. I'll make my call after I leave the bank, Mr. Wilson.
Yes. Yes, of course.
I still have another minute for that.
Thank you, Stevens.
Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes, what is it?
could I speak to you for a minute?
Later, Pop, later.
I'll be on my way.
Don't forget to make that call.
Now, hold on there. You stop or I'll shoot. Brother! Mr. Wilson, what's going on here? You're helping him escape.
Quick.
What'd you pull me away for, Mr. Wilson? I ain't cornered.
Oh, Pop. You don't know what you've done.
Now I'm ready, Miss Wilson. Nothing personal. You won't even feel it.
No, please don't.
Be glad it run. Answer.
Hello?
Nancy, this is Priscilla. I was rather peeved with you a while ago when you...
Hurry up and get rid of that magpie.
...until we've settled this PTA matter. Now, I know you've got time to talk, and you're not going to put me off. Nancy, are you listening?
Yes, Priscilla.
I want to know what Ken said, Nancy. In fact, I insist on knowing.
I can't tell you now, Priscilla.
Nancy Wilson, what kind of an answer is that? What did he say?
He wants a few days to think it over.
Think it over? Oh, that's just like a man. Big executives, and they can't even make a simple decision about a simple little organization like the PTA. Well, you get him to tell you tonight. You know how men are always avoiding their civic duty, and this mustn't happen.
I said get rid of her.
I'll try, Priscilla.
Try. You've got to get him to say yes, and tonight.
Priscilla.
I've already talked to Mr. Burgess. You know, the cute little bald one. And he told me he'd be honored to serve under Ken.
I can't talk, Priscilla. I must say goodbye.
No, you don't, Nancy Wilson. We won't leave this to chance, Nancy. We've got to remind Ken
You
of
better
his
get rid of her now.
to Bobby, that fine, wonderful little chap.
I'll do my best.
Don't you try to put me off. There are lots of other things we ought to discuss.
Hang up.
We haven't even mentioned
I said hang up.
the PTA. That's important, Nancy. Very important. And then there's
I'm sorry, Priscilla,
program for
but
kiddies during vacation. They simply must have where there's adequate supervision. They
I
need it.
can't talk any longer, Priscilla.
And
I'll
give you one more minute, just in case he was trying to get through. I don't want to mix up with no kids, so you get him out of here. Get him out.
Run, Bobby, run fast! Call the police! There's a killer in here, run!
What do you think you're doing?
Don't hurt him, please! Don't hurt him!
Don't hurt who, Mom?
Bobby! Oh, Bobby! Oh, Bobby!
Where'd you come from, boy? How'd you get in here? Answer me!
Through the den.
Have you got any friends out there, kid?
Bobby, why didn't you go when Mommy asked you to?
I didn't hear you. What's he doing here, Mom?
Why'd you have to come home, boy?
You're in there. You're surrounded. Come out with your hands up.
Come out of there. We've got you covered.
Where's that other door?
It's in there.
I'm warning you, this is your last chance.
What are you gonna do? Oh, he took Bobby and went out the side door.
You stay here.
All right, drop it. Drop your gun.
No. No, kid. No, kid. No. Don't die, boy. I'm sorry, boy.
Let go of that boy and come out with your hands up.
You come get me and this kid you killed. You killed the kid.
Get away! Where's Bobby? Tell me, where's Bobby?
Here I am, Mom, over here.
Bobby! Bobby! Oh, my baby.
What are you worried about?
What am I? Oh.
Boy, did I fool him. I just pretended I was shot. Oh.
Son, do you mean you pretended you were dead?
Sure, it was easy, just like on TV.
Well, that's one for the books.
Oh, Bobby, Bobby. Oh.
Nancy, are you all right?
Oh, Ken, yes, we're all right now.
Well, don't try to talk about it now. I want you to listen to me.
Yes.
Listen carefully. Send Bobby over to your sister's, then pack our suitcases. We're going to take a vacation.
Vacation?
Yes, we're going to Las Vegas this evening.
Oh, Ken, you're mad.
I could never get packed not for Las Vegas.
Well, then don't pack anything. We'll buy something there. Darling, I'll be home very soon, and I love you very much.
Oh, darling, I love you, too.
Miss Meredith, did Miss Harcourt call back?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Wilson. With all the excitement, I forgot. She's waiting on your private line.
Thank you. Ellen? Ellen, are you there?
I just can't handle all those women by myself. You've got to hang up the phone and help me. Aren't you through yet? Yes. I'm through.
Kenneth, please.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing.
Nancy.
You know, Priscilla saved my life today. She hadn't called exactly when she did. Well, you'd be going to Las Vegas alone.
I know. I asked her to call.
You mean she knew?
Yes.
Well, she's quite an actress.
I phoned her from the bank. And if you ever needed any proof of my love, that was it.
That's a strange thing to say.
Now she has me hooked for the PTA. Greater love hath no man. When are you going to tell me what happened this morning? What happened this morning?
I don't remember.
Well, if that's the way you want it, I guess we'd both better forget today.
Let's pretend we're just starting on our honeymoon.
All right. And maybe this time I can get you to wear that fancy negligee.
What do you mean?
I brought it along. I brought it along. I brought it along.
You won't tell my husband. You won't tell my
I won't
husband.
if you won't. I won't if you won't. I won't if you won't. I won't if you won't.
What all can you give with 5 minutes to live? Hear the talk, tick-tock of the laughing clock. What can you do or say? Maybe you ought to pray, but you better think positive. You got 5 minutes to live. Time is flying by. Now don't you sit there and let it fly. No time to wait, better not be late. Hey, don't exasperate. Get dressed up for your date. Hey, let's get primitive. You got 5 minutes to live.